Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I wanted to continue on with my wedding series. A lot of you guys think that just because I got married, my wedding series abruptly ended, which I'm not gonna lie, I did not want to film anything wedding related leading up to my wedding because I was actually doing stuff because I procrastinate and it's really bad. But yeah, I still want to do a video. I wanted to do a video with Doug talking about, you know, our wedding, basically like planning our own wedding, our experience, what we would have done differently, and like flower arrangement stuff that I know you guys have a lot of questions on since I did my own and it worked out really well. So I'll go into that later in another video. And also just like the costs involved. I wanted to really break down exactly what I paid for you guys because, sorry, someone's texting me. Basically, I was looking for that like before I got married. I went on Pinterest and I saw the average wedding was around 20 grand in America, and I was like, holy cow, because yeah, I'm not going to go into like exactly the budget because I'll probably do that in another video, but I really wanted to share everything with you guys and be as transparent as I possibly could be because that is such a big help, especially for new brides who are doing it themselves. It feels super overwhelming, and yeah, I just want to give you guys as much information as I wish I was given. But anyways, so yeah, I'm going to continue on with the series, and today's video is going to be a wedding party gift guide. It's going to be fairly short because it's not like I have an extensive amount of gifts that I gave people since I was on a budget and I had 8 bridesmaids and Doug had 8 or 9 groomsmen. So yeah, I wanted to share with you guys what I got Doug, my parents, his parents, and our bridesmaids and groomsmen. I wanted to start off with what Doug and I gave each other. So my gift, I have nothing to show for it because I honestly, this is gonna sound super annoying and materialistic, but if I like really want something, I usually save up my money. Doug and I will save up our money and just buy it. So if I want like a piece of jewelry or something like that, we don't really need an excuse to do it. But I rarely buy myself stuff anyways. And if Doug wants something, it's usually for his drift car. So he will just, you know, we'll save up our money and budget together and buy it. So honestly, when it came to like giving each other wedding gifts, I was like, I don't really know what I would want that I could use as some kind of family heirloom or something like that. So instead, what we did for my gift was actually we're just going to, this isn't really a gift for my wedding, but we made it a wedding gift as an excuse to give it to me. It's basically we're saving up for a baby moon. If you guys don't know what a baby moon is, I love the idea of it because it's basically like a second honeymoon pre-baby. I think it's harder to do when you have like multiple children because then you like leave your children to go on a, you know, a baby moon. But yeah, it's basically like a vacation you take before you have your baby. And we're already going to Japan. We're actually going in 2 days. So I don't know when we're gonna get to do it, but I really want to do something, and I think I want it to involve like the snow. So we're either gonna go to Lake Tahoe, which is honestly one of the most beautiful places I've been, Oregon, because I really like, you guys know I did a whole vlog talking about my love for Oregon, and Doug's never been, so I wanted to show him around Oregon, or like Colorado or something like that, since I am having, or since we are having, well, I'm birthing the baby, but we're both having a baby in December. Our due date is December 21st, so we're gonna basically be going on the baby moon, you know, when everything is cold in the fall or winter. So yeah, that is my present from him to me, or from me to myself. And for his present, I wanted to get him something because I love giving gifts, and I know he like always had his eye on this for a while. Not this specific one, but Doug is definitely like not a materialistic metro kind of guy. You guys will know by watching my vlogs. He's more of a, he just wants to spend his money on tools and car parts. That's literally the only thing. He shops at Old Navy. He doesn't buy anything designer. And so one time Doug and I went to Nordstrom and I was looking at the Michelle watches, which if you guys are familiar with brands and stuff, you'll know that Michelle watches are basically, I think it's called Michelle, or maybe it's called Michelle. I don't know if it's French. I don't know anything about it, but all I know is I've been lusting after a Michelle watch for probably like 2 years, but I'm not gonna buy myself a Michelle watch because I need to buy other things like a baby crib, a stroller, and basically all this stuff for my baby. But one day my dream is to own my own like rectangle diamond encrusted Michelle watch, but they're just so expensive. And right next to the Michelle watch counter are a brand called Shinola, and it's basically like mostly male focused watches, and Doug was like, I love this watch, and he's never liked anything materialistic, So when we looked at the price tag, I was like, of course you would like an $800 watch. Because honestly, he was like, it's $800, I really like it, but I'd rather get a new set of wheels for my car. So I couldn't justify getting him a Shinola watch because he wouldn't really value it like I would value a Michelle watch. So, long story short, well, not short, but I got him a watch that looks honestly very similar to the Shinola watch he wanted, but it's from Michael Kors. So yeah, I'm glad he didn't wear it to work today. I was like looking for it because I want to film this video, but I thought he took it. It looks like the Shinola watch in the fact that it has like a leather band and it has like a blue face. I like the Shinola a little better. Obviously, it's better quality, it's handmade and all that stuff. But so I thought we would start him out with a Michael Kors watch, even though you know, they're not that cheap, but I think I paid like $230 for this. So yeah, I will link it below, but I like this one because it's more manly and I felt like he wouldn't like a big clunky, like a, you know, a metal watch because they're just more sophisticated looking and Doug wants to wear this all the time. So yeah, I got him a Michael Kors watch. And it's funny because he doesn't know what to do with like gifts or fancy things. So he literally like put his watch, like for the past week, he's been putting it back in this box. And I'm like, you can leave it out, like it's okay. So yeah, I got him that and that was really surprising because he never gets anything nice. Besides car parts, but I don't consider that nice. So the next thing I got him was a little bit more sentimental. I got him a Bible. So I am religious, I'm Christian, like most of you guys know, and Doug wasn't raised with a religion, so I'm not going to really go into it. We'll probably talk about it in a vlog, but we basically had to go through premarital counseling sessions, like 7 of them, before we got married with a pastor up north, and it was really beneficial. It brought us a lot closer together. I would highly recommend it for any newly engaged couple. Going through premarital counseling sessions, especially if you're not marrying someone of the same faith, which I know I didn't always plan for, but things happen. It's really good because it can, especially if that person's tolerant like Doug is and interested, it can really just educate them on basically like what I'm basing my life on, so we're on the same page. So I got him a Bible, and this one is really nice. I got it from Barnes & Noble, and I liked it because it's real leather. I like wrote in it. Basically, like I wrote a little note in it, and I also gave him like a note with our gift, so we can keep it. And yeah, he really likes it, he values it, and I got myself one too because I just love like new Bibles, they feel so good. So yeah, I got him that and the watch. So that's all we got each other. I thought that was pretty good. So I wanted to start on the Groomsman gifts. I actually have one here because one of our groomsmen couldn't go because he's a Marine and he was deployed. So Doug got his groomsmen all one thing, and then I just got my bridesmaids one thing. I wanted to get my bridesmaids, like I wanted to shower them with gifts, but there's 8 of them, and so even just buying one thing is a lot of money, especially if you don't want to go cheap. So yeah, we just decided to do one thing per person rather than like a gift bag. If I had a smaller amount of bridesmaids, I would have loved to give them multiple things, but yeah. So we actually got these little like bottle opener, wine cork uncorker, I don't know, this is a little Swiss Army knife, but we got these from Etsy and they are engraved. So this one's for our friend Tyler, and it says Tyler Groomsman. You can put anything you want on it. You could put the date of your wedding or like Doug and Hayley or whatever you want, but Doug liked to keep it more personalized and simple, so it just says the name of the groomsman and the word groomsman. But yeah, I think it's really cute. It has a wood handle, and the guys were really surprised to get it, but then again, guys are always surprised to get gifts, so they're pretty easy to please. So the next thing that I got my bridesmaids, I'll actually show you mine first. I got waffle robes, which I mean, getting robes for your bridesmaids is almost like you have to do it because it's every single wedding. And there's so many beautiful silk robe or faux silk polyester robes out there, or even real silk robes. And they come in all different kinds of patterns and colors. But personally, I don't really like to wear silk robes, especially in California. It gets so hot here, especially today. I'm like wearing a sweater and I'm dying. It gets so hot that silk just like clings to your sweat and it's just not comfortable. I have like a ton of silk robes, and they're actually all hung up right behind me on this clothing rack that I never use because the material is just not comfy in the morning. So I wanted a waffle robe because I wanted it to feel like you're in a hotel, and it's very wearable, and I love robes, so that's definitely something that I wanted to get my bridesmaids. So I obviously got myself a white one with my monogram, and it's not really showing up on camera how waffly it is, but yeah, it comes with 2 big pockets in the front, which you guys cannot see. I'll try and show you guys on the pink one. They came in a bunch of different colors. So the number one thing that most brides struggle with, well, not most brides, some brides have an unlimited budget, but I was in charge of obviously buying my own gifts for my bridesmaids, and I didn't want to spend like $1,000 on gifts because that's a lot of money, and that is just, that's cray cray. So I have 8 bridesmaids, like I said, and I also wanted to get a robe for my mom, Doug's mom, and my little niece Juliet, the flower girl. So that would be 12 robes in total, I believe. And when I was quoted on Etsy for waffle robes that had a monogram on them, it was like nearing $700 to $800 for 12 robes, which I thought was insane. And like I said, I didn't want to go with silk robes, which were a little bit cheaper, but I know that nobody would really wear them. So yeah, basically I searched online, you know, I got off Etsy because sometimes those Etsy prices are inflated. And I found a website called robemart.com, which, like I said, I will link everything below so you guys can purchase for your bridesmaids or just take a look at online if you're interested. Robemart is seriously amazing because they have the same exact robes that I swear, the people on Etsy buy robes from Robemart and just monogram them and up the price on their Etsy shops. So Robemart is almost like a wholesaler website. They give you like discounts depending on how many you purchase, and they also monogram too. So yeah, I loved it. They were really cheap. I think they're about like $20 per robe rather than $30 to $40 to $50. So definitely check them out if you're interested in waffle robes. They also have like terry cloth robes. I think they have some silk robes, I'm not sure. But yeah, you can choose from a bunch of different colors and they have a great selection. They also have like robes for men as well. So when I got around to buying a present for my in-laws, it took me weeks to decide on something. I thought, oh, maybe I'll get them massages, but then again, they're not really like getting a massage kind of people. And I wanted to get them maybe like some kind of Groupon getaway, but you really don't know people's schedules and what they're gonna like. So Doug's parents love eating and they love wine and they love indulging in that kind of stuff like most people. So I went on harryanddavid.com, which I will link below the exact thing I got them, and I got them this huge basket. I think it was like the most expensive basket that I could get on there, and they got so many different fun things to try out. It's basically a picnic basket, and they embroidered their last name on there, so it said Johnson, which is my new last name that I took, in a picnic basket. And then inside you get wine, a bunch of different cheeses, an assortment of crackers, relishes, like chocolates, I think, and a bunch of different things, a blanket. And I thought that was such a unique gift that they could honestly indulge in, because after they've spent money on our wedding and done a bunch of stuff to help us out, I wanted them to feel treated to something too. So yeah, it's a huge basket, and I swear they're probably gonna eat it for like 2 weeks, all the food in it. This is super random, but my mom was telling me that Harry and David is known for giving like these Christmas pears that taste like heaven. So depending on like what your family is into, or your in-laws, or whoever you're buying it for, there's a bunch of different selections. It's not just wine and cheese and crackers. There's like a bunch of different foods that you can get, and chocolates and all that stuff. So yeah, we got them that. And then for my parents, they are super easy to please. You guys don't know them obviously, but my parents are not about materialistic things. The only thing my parents enjoy is kayaking every single Saturday in Oceanside, California. They literally do it every Saturday. They are addicted, and they actually fish off their kayak. I will insert a picture. I think I've shown you guys before, but they're like fishermen, and they go hardcore. They catch like sharks that are like big. It's kind of scary. I went out with them once because it's ocean fishing and it gets really intense. So I know all they would want is some kind of fishing thing, but since I didn't really know what to get them, I thought that they would value more picking something out themselves. So I got them a gift card, and I got them a gift card to Turner's. It's a place that sells guns and fishing supplies and things like that in California. So yeah, I got them that. And that is basically all I got for my wedding party. I didn't go crazy with gifts, so it's not going to be the most fun video ever, but the robes were definitely a big hit, and everything I got was a big hit actually. So yeah, if you guys like this video, then please give it a thumbs up below, and make sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And yeah, if you have any suggestions for other brides, please leave them in the comments, because I know a lot of you guys watching are getting married, or you guys are always commenting that you're getting married. So yeah, thank you guys again so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye guys. In the beginning of the video, I wanted to show my wedding day makeup, which is pretty much this. It looks a little lighter on my camera because I have these bright lights, but